kickoff.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage.
4 yards
second down.
on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Set, 180. Strong left. Bound to lose one. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
His pass.
A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Nick Chubb, the Browns ball
Benardrick
carrier.
McKinney there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
It's a gain
Let's
of
get back to the
5.
huddle and make sure if
Brings
you're
up
a back,
2nd and 5.
you spend time with your
At the
offensive line and give them
Texans'
credit.
43-yard line.
Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught at the 10. 33 yards that time.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready. It looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Alert. 3 down.
From the 31, Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Check 31.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's another.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go with Chubb on second down. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
A gain of 40 yards.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Bang, bang. Mike one. What we got? So Mike's number one. So we got man.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Rolling to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
An
8 yards there on a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
He's telling him to run, tell him to run. 3 check.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
So Mike's number one.
Out of the gun, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Rosas' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Second
and 10 now from the 27.
He's checking. Crash. Point it right.
Final play of the half, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Pick the edge. Come.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
3 down.
Here's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
I got him. On me.
on 2nd down. It's Johnson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Strong right.
Watson on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Watson a give. This is Johnson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 4th down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
14-yard line.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Under 10. 10. Tighten up. Slam.
From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 45's the mic. Double. That's the way. Watch safety. Safety's creeping. Here we go. Motion.
Watson off play action, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch twist, watch twist. That's 24. Check 26, check 26.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jackson. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
1st down, Cleveland.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless. Able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3 yards. It's 2nd down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. I'm trying to collect.
Mayfield on play action. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry.
Mayfield's
and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb, and he's maybe going to get back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal. At the 4.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Intercepted.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 93 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Hall on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
25 yards that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, apologies.
Greedy Williams.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At the 40-yard line.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And less than a yard.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on fourth. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quit this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
We got 3. We got 3.
On the ground, it's Chubb.
Today's final score, Texans.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move in zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move in zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off. sit on the throne, getting us